Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Financial Times newspaper headline. So, first of all, Blackstone caps outflows from $125 billion property fund. Investor rush for exit has moved DIMS stakes sold into Las Vegas casinos. Next, Bonhomme, Bonhomme, Macron, and Biden stand united on Russia but waver over US green subsidiaries attack. Next, Ramaphosa's presidency under threat after probe into sofa stuffed with cash. Next, Queen denies China is behind HSBC breakup calls. Trump tax return seeded. Next, FTX head denies fraud. Next, EU presses excise on protests. Next, Lloyd's fire sales revealed. Next, Credit Suisse cash returns. Then next, Apple supply chain woes laid bare by Chinese curves. Then next on page number 2, in that Brussels calls for $60 Russian oil price cap. Next, bloc moves to exclude banks and funds from rules on sustainability. Next, EU split on how to counter high energy prices. Next, World Cup Ghana, uh, Uruguay, Uruguay, Goodrich match shows lure of the villain. Next, I am repeating again that news. World Cup Ghana Uruguay grudge match shows lure of the villain. Then on page number 3, in that Macron fears US climate law risk dividing the West. French president warns Washington of damage to European industries. Next, Gujarat voting underway in vital state for Modi. Next on page number 4, in that Beijing shows sign of using COVID stance. Top enforcers says virus in new stage has restrictions in Gunzhou are relaxed. Next, EU's Mitchell stresses right to peaceful assembly in talk with Exai. Next, Trump tax returns made accessible to Congress. Next, mainland students and young workers flock to Hong Kong. Next, Mexico president's electoral reforms plane raises concern on oversight. Then on page number 6, in that HSBC chief denies Beijing behind push for breakup, Beijing and plan not practical motivated. Other investors oppose split, says Queen. Next, Credit Suisse says outflows have reversed after storm. Next, Russia's Lukoil resumes talk with US buyout group to sell Italian refinery. Next, Musk brings Chaos theory to corporate management at Twitter. Next, on page number 8, in that Gilts crisis triggered Lloyd's fire sale. Next, merger set to shake up Indian airline sector. Next, Musk made difference with Apple resolved. Next, Valley law firm Cooley slashes headcount. Then on page number 9, in that chows behind COVID revolt at China's iPhone city, workers at Foxconn's Zhengzhou assembly plant tells of issues that cast light on Apple supply chain uh, vulnerabilities. Next, Ford pumps European 150 million into UK parts facility. Then next on page number 10, in that fund managers flock to US equity options with fleeting lifespans. Next, UK watchdog to investigate mobile and broadband in contract price increases. Next, weakening dollar triggers powerful rebound rally for EM stocks and bonds. Then on page number 11, in that time for a reset of opportunities opened up by crypto. Next on page number 14, in that impossible voyage from page to screen. Next, on page number 15, in that India's answer to Belt and Road. Next, on page number 16, in that the ECG's gift to Origrach under sections. Next, incendiary claims about UK census distort reality. Next, the West must take some of the blames for oil market turbulence. Next, how policymaker avoid a cascade of tipping points. Next, a QE explainer that is no mere accounting nitty. Next, proof magic monkey tree economic is alive and well. Next, fate of Russia T bills are not a factor apparently. Next, has labor calculated cost of private schools reform. Next, New hospitals are part of a productivity virtuous circle. Next, Swedish healthcare is not free at the point of use. Then on page number 17, in that Ghana's rude awakening has tired of cheap money receipts. Next, two voters Sunak must fix UK's palpable economy. Next, New York is set for a perilously divided future. Next, football's war is a lesson in flawed innovation. Next, on page number 18, in that law firm lays off billable door. Next, foresight worth a squint. Next, Dollar General discount bills. Next, Danish Bank proper game plan. Then on page number, that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.